everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill News. Now we've got some great news, so let's get straight into it. Huge weekend with KSI versus Joe Weller with the Super Bowl. Justin Timberlake leading the halftime show. So let me get straight into it. Might as well just start with KSI versus Joe Weller. Now, for about the past 6 months, this has been something that everybody's been waiting to see, and finally on Saturday at around 6:30 p.m. the main event went down, and KSI did do exactly what he said in all the press conferences. Round 3, TKO, book, bat, boom.
And here we go. This surely is the end of the fight. JJ has got so much power.
It's waved off.
Oh, that is not.
The sidemen rush in.
Joe away from all of
Joe's team surround him.
Can we just
destroy them? I ain't even gonna lie. Joe Weller, I think, got in about like a handful of punches in. It was fairly weak. Joe Weller actually came out with a video, basically responding to the fight, congratulating KSI and his team on the efforts, and said he thoroughly deserved it, which I think is a great sportsmanship, considering everything that went on from, KSI apparently dissing mental health people, and, the heat of the situation, the press conferences there, and everything that went on with the night before the fight as well, with Joe Weller claiming to be an athlete, in the words of KSI, or KSI's crew, who's the athlete now? It's crazy. Salute to KSI. I was supporting KSI anyway. I'm not gonna lie to you. I called it from earlier. I was like, KSI's gonna win, bro. It's so big. Like, KSI's huge, bro. Like, he just looks like he can fight. You know what I mean? Don't even know if he can outside of that, but no. Let's get into the Super Bowl. I stayed up all night yesterday just to wait for the halftime show, because I ain't really an American football fan anyway. Like, yo, I can't name me a single player in American football apart from that Beckham Jr. you. Now, that's because he dabs. That's a celebration, so let's just end the conversation there, right? Anyways, Philadelphia Eagles win by 41 points against New England Patriots, who had 33 points. Obviously, Patriots have been killing it for a minute, always winning, with man like Brandy, I think that's his name, Brandy, legend, been winning from early, always winning. So according to a lot of the fans who were watching the Super Bowl, it was nice to see somebody else win, i.e. an Eagle. Anyways, the halftime show by Justin Timberlake, I wasn't really feeling it, I ain't even gonna lie. I waited all day. Woke up 6 a.m. It's like, 1, 2 in the morning when the halftime show went down. I waited all day for this halftime show, and I wasn't satisfied. I thought it was pretty weak. I ain't even gonna lie, it was pretty weak. I preferred Lady Gaga's one. That's how weak I thought it was. Anyways, let me go into another story, and it's to do with the NHS. We're back with the NHS stories and all that good stuff. Now, a new ring-fence tax to fund the NHS and social care has been proposed by a panel of health experts. Now, the panel, who is basically owned by the Liberal Democrats, say that the NHS in England should be given an extra $4 billion on top of the inflation in the next financial year. Meaning, yeah, they should just be given more money. It's what they're trying to say to the NHS, which is what I think everyone is trying to say anyway. Right? Everyone wants to put more money into NHS. It's something that NHS has been struggling with for several years now in terms of funding, in terms of the pressure, in terms of not having enough staff, and maybe even equipment, beds being run out. So this is not something that is new to us. Now, what's interesting is they want to change the way tax is working. So now listen to this. They want to replace national insurance with next tax to close the funding gap. Sorry, with new tax to close the funding gap. So they want to get rid of the national insurance tax, and that's how basically we pay our tax, and it goes through that when we get paid, and they work out the percentages. And if you get taxed, it's through your NI. Let's just put it that way. They want to come up with a new system. Now, the problem with that is we could potentially be paying more or less. Or the famous people, or should I say the richer people, can be paying more or less. So that's an interesting view. They have put down that they need The $2 billion that's been put in now, they want an extra $2.5 billion and an extra $437 million just for the winter. So they have $2 billion right now. They want an extra $2.8 billion to be funded, and just for the winter period, they want an extra £437 million. Now, this is good in terms of what they're after. It could be bad in terms of what taxes could be after. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be paying extraordinary taxes. Now, if you're poor, or okay, you live in average middle class, but even middle class is considered now. People say there ain't even a middle class anymore, but I would just say middle class and below could be in danger of paying over the top taxes. If it stays the way the system is right now, then middle class and below, you're in danger, and middle class and above, you're cool, because, you know, at the end of the day, all you do is spend little taxes. Let's go into the next one. It's a huge story. I don't know why it's a huge story, but it's a huge story. Kylie Jenner announced the surprise birth as a newborn baby girl has arrived on the 1st of February, I think she said, if I remember correctly. I didn't write down the date. I don't know why I didn't write down the date. I didn't write down the date. But you know what? I ain't even got any views on it. All I can say is salute to her for keeping it a secret. It's a private matter. You know, it's a family thing. You have a baby. You don't need to be all public with it. To be fair, okay, cool. Let me not be so obnoxious. People do care, because, you know, people follow the Kardashians like it's God at times, and, you know, people love the Kardashians. So the fact that Kylie Jenner wasn't posting anyways, a lot of people didn't even think she was pregnant. A lot of people thought it was rumored. And Travis Scott obviously wasn't saying anything. Now there's a video that came out on YouTube, and I'll show you guys a snippet of that now. Whoa.
Oh, this is so amazing. I'm done. So I'm 34 weeks today. Aww.
I like the sample.
Jordy.
Right?
These are so cute.
Me too.
Basically, the end of the Kylie Jenner story. I have nothing else to really say. Salute to her and her baby girl. I guess the only question is, the rumors were that she's no longer with Travis Scott. Are they still together? Comment down in the section below. Let me know. Anyways, for the next story, the last story, huge story though, mothers in part-time jobs are being hit by a pay penalty and often not given a rise linked to experience. Meaning, mothers who tend to go into a part-time job either don't get pay rises, or, well, yeah, basically they're not given a pay rise, and it's definitely not linked to their experiences, because most cases they probably do have the experience, they just aren't given the pay rise that they deserve. Now, to do that, by the time a child turns 20, many mothers earn nearly a third less than fathers. Gender gap pay between graduates not improved since 1993, despite gaps narrowing for non-graduates. Meaning, if you're a graduate, it has not improved at all since 1993. But if you're a non-graduate, the gender pay gap has definitely improved in terms of how many females get paid more than they were in 1993. Now, graduates who work in full-time for 7 years with one more year would see a wage increase of about 6%. None of that is sustained. None of that would ever happen if the person was still part-time, basically. This is without, so this is with a child. Now, a non-graduate gender pay gap between women and men educated to a GCSE level have a pay falling from 28% in the 90s to 18% in 2016, which is fairly positive. And A-levels is 29% in 93 to around 22%. I mean, it's improving, I guess. Degrees, though, is 22% in 2016, and it was only 21% in 93. So, it's just getting worse, isn't it? That's crazy. I guess the moral of the story is, you know, with the mothers and that at work, if you are a mother and you are in work, it's very difficult for you to basically get a pay rise if you're a mother. It's weird that being a mother plays a role in this, But anyways, comment in the section below if you're a mother who has a child. Let me know if you do go through the struggles or if there's any benefit. I don't know, I haven't seen it and I probably don't think there is. Again, I'll see you guys here in a second. I know it's been pretty long of news, but sports is coming up next. Y'all know already. If you guys enjoyed the news, comment in the section below what you thought about the new, the KSI situation, the Super Bowl. Did Justin Timberlake do a good job? Comment section below, let me know. Now let's get straight into the sport. In the Premier League, big game yesterday, Liverpool versus Tottenham, 2-2, Salah scoring a beautiful brace in the last minute, only to watch Harry Kane score a penalty in the dying seconds. I'm very debatable. There was a lot of things that went down yesterday that basically meant people wanted VAR. Harry Kane joined the 100 club with that penalty that he scored, becoming the second fastest player in the Premier League era to score 100 goals with 141 appearances, only behind Alan Shearer, who has 124 appearances, which is phenomenal in itself. In other games, Newcastle drew 1-1 with Palace. Palace missing 9,000 shots. I don't know why. Man United winning 2-0. Arsenal winning 5-1. Man City draw with Burnley. Again, Man United bringing the gap to 13 points. It doesn't really mean anything in my opinion. Alexis Sanchez, however, did get his first goal, and so did Aubameyang, with Aaron Ramsey scoring a hat-trick. So, all in all, I think it's a decent weekend for the top 6. No one really dropped points. Okay, cool. A draw is dropping points, but no one really lost. Again, I heard Swansea lost Bonnie and Fur for the rest of the season. Is that going to damage their relegation battle for safety? Stoke City, ended up dropping in there after the Bournemouth loss, and yeah, man, Premier League is looking cool. It's not really heated up yet, but let's see how things go. Wayne Rooney will be involved for tonight, Monday Night Football debut for Watford versus Chelsea. Why this is news today, I have no idea too. But I'm actually looking forward to see what Wayne Rooney says. I've never heard him speak football on a tactical basis, or should I say on a pundit basis. So it'll be cool to pretty and see what he does. I might tune in just for that. Anyways, for next one, Sport Relieved is asking the nation to come together and walk 1 billion steps a day. And our hosts of celebrities have joined. They're probably asking me to name them. I didn't write them down, so I'm not going to name the celebrities. But it's Sport Relieved. There's going to be a host of celebrities that are going to get involved to try and raise money. Now, walking 1 billion steps a day, I don't even know how long that goal will be. Will I be doing it? I'll be down, but I don't know. Maybe I should get one of the Fitbits so I can find out how much I'm actually walking. I don't know how much I walk a day. Well, I don't walk a lot because my job consists of sitting, filming, editing, which is more sitting, and going to a couple of meetings. I don't really go much. I do this full time, bro. I do other videos, but yeah, so it'll be interesting. Walking, where would I walk? That's my question. Anyways, in other news, La Liga, Espanyol won, Barcelona won, Pique is equalizing after a heated game. There's talks of Pique ignoring his manager during the game. But anyways, they equalized, it's 1-1. Barcelona didn't lose against Espanyol, but Real Madrid though, damn, they were winning the game against, Levante? Levante came back 2-2. Hey, I don't know how they'll fare against PSG at this point. PSG are just having fun in Liga, and Real Madrid are sinking in, they're fourth. That's like being bottom of the league for Madrid, bro. Fourth. Anyway, is Ronaldo finished? There was a question a lot of people have been asking all over social media. Ronaldo just doesn't look like the player of last season, the player that picked up the Ballon d'Or, the player that was banging hat-tricks for fun, the player that was top goal scorer in the Champions League group stages. He really looks like he's on a decline. It's either that or the team is in a decline, because, I don't know, Ronaldo, it's Ronaldo, isn't it? He still gets his goals here and there. I don't know. It's interesting stuff, but do comment in the section below. Do you think Ronaldo is finished, or is he not? Dun, dun, dun. But anyway, that's the end of the news. I hope you enjoyed the sport. Hope you enjoyed everything about this topic. I'll be back here tomorrow for another news day. So, have a nice day.